this video I just explained what is the member function and why we use the member function in C++. So member function, what? Member function are the function which have their declaration inside the class definition and work on the data member of the class. And the definition of the member function can be inside or outside the definition of the class. If the member function, suppose if you want to declare a member function is inside the class, so it can be defined directly. But if you define outside the class, member function is defined outside the class, so then we use the scope resolution operator for accessing the member function. So now just explain in Hindi what is member function. Member function एक तरह का function है, एक तरह का फंक्शन है जो इनसाइड भी डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं आप क्लास के एंड आउटसाइड भी डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं क्लास के. इफ यू डिक्लेयर, अगर आप डिक्लेयर करते हैं इनसाइड ऑफ द क्लास, सो इट कैन एक्सेस डायरेक्टली, तो उसको आप एक्सेस डायरेक्ट कर सकते हैं विदाउट एनी क्रिएटिंग स्कोप रेजोल्यूशन ऑपरेटर और एनी ऑब्जेक्ट. बट इफ यू वांट टू डिक्लेयर मेंबर फंक्शन इन आउटसाइड द क्लास, so just use scope resolution operator का use करना होगा when you just as a define outside the member function of the class. So let's see example how to define the member function in a class. So let's see. Now just describe class ABCD. Now we declare public access specifier integer a comma b comma c, and all member function which is declared inside the class and outside the class define only the private access specifier, because nobody can access without class members. तो कोई भी उसे एक्सेस ना कर सके क्लास मेंबर के अलावा, so that is use the private access specifier, just only the class used for this member function. Now we declare the member function, and now here we initialize a equal to 90, b equal to 67, and c equal to a plus b. Now see out addition of two number. Now print C, just close the braces, close the class. So we define the add member function. Member function defined inside the class. So two types of declaration of member function. First is the inside and second is the outside. So this is declare the inside of the member function. Now again create a new member sub and just only the declare the body of this function and call this function in the outside of the class. So member, this member function is used outside the class definition. Now here we declare the member function and outside the class. So how we declare the outside the class member function? Just mention the return type. So no any return type is available in this function. So just as it describe the void type. So you void add and use scope resolution operator sorry, void class name a b c d e, and just use a scope evaluation operator, and here we just define the add method. So this is method is type of void type, so just as a returning of the class is void. So if you want to declare an integer type, so just you define the returning type is integer. So here we declare the member member function definition. So a equal to 90, b equal to 78, and same as the c equal to a minus b. So let's declare only sub function, not declare of abc. So just close the semicolon and see out. So section of two number, and just close and just print c semicolon and then terminate. So that member function is declared outside. Declare outside. So member function declare member function declare outside. Now create a main function. So void main, same as a create a object of abcde. So create a object a1. Now a1 dot add and a1 dot sub. Just save this file. Class name is no problem, just as member one dot cpp. Okay, so first we declare hash include IO stream dot h and hash include conio dot h, and save this file. Control F9 for compile. So here we see the two error. Now here we see the this method is not accessible. Why? Because that is not this method is not a public. So that is the private method. So we access this. How to access this method? So firstly we see this method is not a public. So we describe just as a remove this private exception, a private access specifier, and now save this file again and then control F9. Now here we see this function is run. Now use get ch for holding the screen and run this file. Now here we see first as use the clr for clear screen, and then control F9. So addition of two number 157 and subtraction of two number is 12. So in this video I just described how to create a member function as a live example. Thank you very much.